Hey everyone, welcome back to Death Must Dies Act 3. So today we're going to jump on Nixi for a Darkness 100 build. This is going to be the Poison Darts spam build. So we're going to go all in on Poison, Envenom, Crippling Dosage, Deep Poison, Scorpion, Mind Reaper, all in on the Poison with Poison Darts and Hidden Tools as well. We're going to round it out with the Viscerate, a couple of points over here, 3 into Lethality. I've gone 2 for attacks, but you could drain another point out of here somewhere and pop 1 more point into Dexterity if you wanted to. Sharpened Blades for additional attack damage, and we've gone for Precision Strikes for more crits. We're going with the 1 extra point here for Rupture as well, may as well. And lastly, just round it out with the Alterates there. So it's a really fun build. It's really strong at the moment too. We are going to use a Sloth setup here. This is legitimately the perfect item for this sort of build. Now, if you don't want to be a Sloth user and you want to use something else, you could sub this out for something like more Legend offers. And you could really try and pump up your Master and Legend instead and go for stuff like Malady or Winter with her status effect type legendaries and just spread the field with status conditions instead. You totally can do that on this setup. However, if we are going to go all in on Poison Darts, the Sloth is just perfect for it. Now, I do suspect this thing will be nerfed at some point, but I still think just the fact that it removes your strike, cast power, and summon slots makes it so fantastic for this build. It was hard to sub anything else in for this particular setup. I do suspect this will get nerfed at some point. Okay, we're going to use the Blood Rain, a unique mythic from Act 3. So it's got attack damage, normal damage. Whoops, it's got attack damage, normal damage, and heal life equal to a percentage of damage dealt. So 10% chance it heals 10, cooldown with 1 second. So this is going to enable us to get more attack damage for our poison. It's also going to enable us to heal, which is really nice. I've gone the Hobgoblin on this build as well. So it gives us some movement speed, some attack damage, and attack damage increase by a percentage of our movement speed at 30%. So getting some additional attack damage from this thing. Most of the other items are just mythics to round out the build. I've gone for 2 items that have effects range on them because the poison needles, or the poison darts I should say, they shoot significantly further if you have some effects range. So I've got a couple of items with effects range on here, totaling it to 90%. You could definitely pump this up way higher if you wanted to. I just don't have that many T3 items that have rolled with this stat for me in recent times, to be honest with you. So, going to round it out with attack crit chance. This is pretty important. Our crit chance is up over 20%. It's nearly 21% for our attack. So, a lot of that is coming from this helmet. This is a T3 helmet with 13.2% attack crit chance. Now, if you happen to get a T3 item in the weapon slot here to roll with a high crit chance roll on it, totally you could sub that in and just get rid of this, but you might need some more health on kill or something on the build somewhere. With that being said, we're going for effects range with the master offers here. Extra damage, I've mostly just got this on for the effects range. A little bit of master chance is okay, but as you can see, we're not really going for master and legend offers on the build here anyway. I've got the magnet on here, so we can just run around and pop the nodes and not have to really worry about the downside from the sloth too much. It's only a 9% chance, but that means we should hit a couple of magnets along the way as we go. I've got some additional attack crit chance and a tiny bit of attack damage and healing on the gloves here too. And then I've just rounded it out with our life boots. This one has power struck. It's just one of the highest life roll on a pair of boots that I have. And lastly, the big 46.8% attack speed roll on the relic here. So as you can see, we're starting with 180, 271. We have no strike, cast, power slots or anything like that. It's a really fun build. Just before we get into this one, guys, most of the people watching the channel at the moment are not subscribed. It would mean the world to me if you help us get to our 1,500 sub goal. So let's get into the run. This is a super fun setup on Nixi here. I really enjoy playing Poison Darts. It is my favorite Nixi build, which is one of the main reasons I wanted to start with this one on Nixi. So if you guys have a particular setup for Nixi that you're really enjoying right now, I'd really be curious to know. Okay, this one is useless for our build. That's fine. Okay. Apply poison? Yeah, sure. That's totally fine. That's another thing you could consider doing, is subbing in a weapon that has... oh, okay. She might give us Fury here. We could potentially roll Summer for Fury, but we definitely want to get rid of that so it actually shows up. Here it is. Beautiful. Okay. Now, we're totally happy just taking the purple tier stuff here. If we get some masters, you know, sure. But it's only 8% on the build. Now, it pays us to just farm these nodes pretty early on because we could just sit there leveling up. But because we have the magnet on our jewel slot, there's not really any point in just sitting still. We may as well take advantage of our gear loadout and try and hit some big shrines here. Ooh. Man, how can we say no to 120% boss damage? Hello. Alright, well, this run is going to be insane with that extra boss DPS here, but we'll see. Man, we've gotten kind of lucky with a couple of shrines in the last few videos I've done here, but you know what? It's part of the game. Evasion, damage, or heal. Let's take damage. We do have some healing on the build already. There's only a 9% chance to actually get the magnet to proc when we hit one of these nodes. Okay. So it's only really the second build that we've done in the new patch here too. So I'm still sort of getting a feel for it. Definitely feels like an item like Sloth is kind of pretty insane right now. I mean, it was pretty strong before. Don't get me wrong, but I think it is probably going to be a target of a nerf at some point. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not the one advocating for big nerfs in the game. Don't get me wrong, but right now it feels like it's kind of pretty insane still. So I do expect them to, even though I don't necessarily love nerfs. It is what it is at this point. With stuff like Sloth and yeah, some of these items are just kind of nuts still, but. Like I said, I have generally speaking been advocating for buffs instead of nerfs, so, you know, it is what it is. Let's continue here. I'll grab the red one here, just maybe grab a level. See what else we can get. Justice, I don't really care for Justice so much. Would like to see Nin, maybe? Time Boy shows up with a master attack. I mean, we could just take him. Okay. Now, Nin I like for attack area. You don't strictly have to take Nin on this build, but having the extra attack area is really, really nice. Speaking of Nin, she shows up. Ooh. Did we just take it? We should just take it right here. Okay, we got Mountainous Might. Nice. Not a bad start here. In fact, it's probably a pretty good start considering we've got that big shrine to show up. Which is just RNG. It's part of the RNG of these runs, is these shrines. Sometimes you get lucky and you get the really, really good ones. Okay. I think we do get rid of Devotion and just take Fury up to level 5, and then she won't ever show up again, which is perfect. It's one of the reasons Sloth is so good, not just because of the damage. The damage is obviously fantastic, but thinning out the loot pool this much makes building your character very, very easy. Let's just keep going on the area. We may as well. We don't have that many banishes and stuff on the build right now. Would be nice if we could scoop up just 1 or 2 more banishes from maybe from the Fates as we go here. We'll see. Yeah, but the poison darts in this build, man, we can do some serious work, especially as you can see the effects range lets these needles or the darts just kind of spew out everywhere. We don't get a whole lot of healing from these hearts anymore, though, which is fine. They were pretty strong in the previous patch. I don't need them to be super OP. Okay, we got a magnet, so that's great. Okay, here's the Fury. Ooh, we got the whooped attack. Now let's go. Fury again. That's fine with me. We like the attack speed. Infinite. Time again. Beautiful. All right. This is going very well. We'll see how we end up here. So the other thing you could do on the build, sub out, what's it called? Sloth. Or, I mean, you could sub it out for more legend offers. You could, we could take Devotion here as well. Let's just take the Devotion. Well, it's on offer at purple. I think we'll do that. Yeah, you could sub the Sloth out for something like more legend offers or even max you could use on a build like this if you really wanted to. But you would have to focus a bit more on taking other stuff as well. You can't, you know, because you're going to have so many options show up from all the strikes, all the casts, etc, etc, right? So the build would play quite a bit differently. So you could mess around with that and then take Winter and Mort and turn it into a really, really fun status spreading type of build instead. We did a build like that in the previous patch, and it was really, really fun, but it does rely a bit more on the taking the legendaries. This particular build, we don't need legendaries at all, so that's fun. Got an extra dash charge. May as well take advantage of it, huh? Yeah, so, of course, you know, with the gods we have here, something like Gem High would be, I mean, fantastic on the build, obviously. Because we have time. Nin, you know, a legendary cast, yes, but we can't even use it on our setup here, so that's kind of useless. Did they give her any other legendaries? I haven't seen anything other than Quake show up just yet in my runs. But then again, I haven't done very many Master and Legend offer builds yet. We only did basically the one on Cronboy, I think it was, and on Maris we used a lot of Master offers, but didn't really take very many legends. Second Bold showed up pretty close to the end, which was super, super lucky. If you guys haven't checked out that video, I dropped that one just, I don't know, depending when you're watching this, yesterday. Cast Maris is back as long as you set it up correctly, but I think the lightning orbs are probably overtuned right now. They feel pretty insane when combined with that amulet that gives you more cast damage when a cast triggers. And the main reason is that those orbs have such a short cooldown that it's just triggering. It's just triggering that necklace over and over again. It's buffing up all of your casts. It's pretty crazy at the moment. It's pretty strong. I think outside of the orbs though, most of the casts actually feel a bit better in this patch, which is fantastic. The orbs, yeah, maybe they're overtuned right now. I don't know. It's pretty strong. The thing is, they can dish out over twice the amount of damage of some of the other casts, so I think they probably are overtuned if we're being like totally honest about it. But we'll see if they decide to make more targeted changes to some of these things as we go. We're just going to take some regen here. Okay. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the boss. Now, we have taken a few hits in this particular wave. Now, the other two options you could do to help out with the build is either health on kill or health on level up. Both of them, I think, are reasonably strong right now. Especially health on level up feels pretty good, I would say. Assuming that you actually have a build that can level up, you know what I'm saying. We're only level 15 here, so it wouldn't be super crazy, but it would be helping. I don't know if we want to devote to Nin right now, do we? I don't think so. Let's just take the warped here. Okay, we've got the boss man, Frogman here. He might take a res from us. Yep, that's alright. But we got poison on him, so he's dead. Check it out, dude. The poison stacks are kind of insane at the moment. Let's go. But Sloth. So Sloth up to 732%. And look at our attack, 1445 here already. So that's pretty good. Okay, so now I can't quite remember in the previous patch how the math works on some of this stuff, but it feels like to me that maybe they've changed the way some of the math scales up here. We seemingly can get our attack percentage up really, really high pretty easily now compared to some of the other stats. Now the attacks, they go up to level 30, right? With the blessing, so you can obviously get them higher level than some of the other stuff too. Which is interesting. Okay, this is an interesting one, but let's just take this. Go with our attack. Thank you. So we started the run with, what was it? 271? And then from our attack from time here, it's only up to, what, 360 or something? I would have to double check on the next level up. But obviously, if you add 270 plus 360, it does not equal 1600, right? So it's acting as a separate multiplier. Yeah. Or now it's up to 421. So I can't remember if it worked exactly like that in the previous patch. To be perfectly honest with you guys, it felt more additive, but I can't really exactly remember how the math was crunched. I could be wrong, but right now it feels like scaling up your attack damage is even prior to this patch change, attack damage, it felt like it was super easy to scale up compared to some of the other damage types. So yeah, I don't know, something like Sloth is just, it's pretty crazy. I do suspect I'll tone down the damage percentage, but to be honest with you, just removing all the strike slots and stuff, man, it is so powerful because just enables you to remove all the crap that you don't want out of the loot pool. And look how much attack level up opportunities we're getting here. And our poison damage is going to scale pretty out of control here soon, which is fantastic for us. But okay, Sapphire of Execution. I also did a little bit of vault cleaning from the previous video. You know, I still only have like 20 spare spots or something, but you know, we got enough so we can pick up the loot and check it out at least. So we'll do that. One thing I've noticed, it feels like there are lots of skeleton waves right now. Skeleton waves tend to be relatively easy unless you get the big archer guys. We could take the devotion to Nian, but get rid of this. I mean, that could be hilarious. So she just never shows up. Never shows up again. Why do we do it? Yeah, you devote to her and then you never see her again, which is kind of hilarious, unless she offers us a rarity upgrade, I guess. Yeah, the devotion things, it's nice that they added a damage boost to them, I guess, but like, it still feels kind of weird, like kind of in a weird spot. There are some situations you come across where you, just like that, where you take a devotion and you never see the god again. Or you take a devotion and there's nothing left in their pool. You take a devotion and there's nothing you want out of their pool, but you're forced to because you're out of dice. There are just some weird situations that arise with those, but it is what it is, I guess. I think the FX range is also really, really nice on this setup. Ooh, okay, armor or attack? Do we play it safe here? Since we lost a life already, why don't we play it safe and take some armor? Since we're a low armor character, light armor character, boosting that up is actually going to enable us to take maybe a couple more hits as we go here. We got the big energy balls chasing us down. Another magnet. So I think, yeah, as I said before, I do think Sloth will be changed, but I don't know if they'll change the identity of Sloth, i.e. removing all the slots. They probably will just tone down the damage, I imagine. Okay, 449%. Very good. These green guys can still be a little tricky on Nixi here because she does need to actually hit something for the spam to start. Which kind of works to her advantage in some of these boss fights. I don't know, especially the Lady of the Lake. I don't know. I feel like Nixi is... oh, no, we're so slow. I feel like Nixi has been one of the easiest characters to do that boss fight on, at least for me. I don't know. I found Maris was one of the hardest, although... the last run we did with getting second bolt. Man, that was crazy. I do think, yeah, Legong may be a little overtuned for casts right now. He is a very, very strong cast god. Pretty much feels like a must pick, at least for max darkness, or maybe not. I don't know. We could mess around with some other ones too. Let's go. See if we can get another magnet to proc here. Yeah, I mean, look at the poison ticks. Let's go. Ow, 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 ow. So Nixi, yeah. We could go a little bit more health on kill or health on level up here, and I think it would make it quite a bit safer, but I wanted to stack on as much damage and crit chance and all that sort of stuff for the build that we could. Okay, up to level 12 here, which is really nice. Oh, excuse me. What was that? Excuse me. Okay. Oh. Come back, sir. So again, a bit more mountainous might here would be really, really nice, but doesn't seem like it's ever showing up. We could take the heal on level since I was saying how strong it is. Does feel pretty strong as a healing option in the current patch.
Snip, snip, snip.
Snip, snip, snip. Okay, she's offering a hero's journey, or we could take a curiosity here. We could roll her for a higher level journey to potentially get a purple one, but curiosity is nice for a few extra banishes too. You know what? Let's just go the damage here. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot at the moment. Ooh, closer. Okay. Now, in terms of the build, it's not 100% min-max. If I had a better weapon for Nixi with a high crit chance roll, it would be better, I think. Although this one is providing some healing, so if we did that, we would have to sub some health on, probably health on kill, I would say, somewhere. As that really, really does help out. Even just having a little bit does help out over the course of a run. We're level 25 here, so we're leveling okay. It's not necessarily crazy pace here, but it's not too bad. We also have the second boss coming up here now. We're probably going to be strong enough to melt this. Don't forget that we also got the 120% to boss's shrine too, so we're going to absolutely destroy Tree Boy here. Oh. Still almost kills me in the process though, which is hilarious. Okay. Alright, so this build, yeah. I do really like taking, where is it? Mountainous Might. We did get it to level 3. It must only go up to level 3 at the moment. But the extra attack area is really nice from Nin. The other thing you could do is take Nin's attack instead of Times. I ended up taking Times in this one just because he offered the Master one there, and the Master Blessing is always best for your attack because it just does so much damage. But if you've got a purple one that's has attack area like Chroms or Nins or even Winters, it's really effective too for Nixi here. In fact, Winters is a really good choice because Winter is epic status shenanigans going on with all her blessings, so it's a great god to sub in for this sort of build. We did use a res a bit earlier on, so it's not like we can't get damage or anything at darkness 100 now. You know what I'm saying? It's not like every single build. Now, I also do want to let you guys know that build that I showed you for Maris yesterday. That is legitimately the Maris build that I've been working on for like 50 hours of grinding. So. It was very min-maxed compared to this one. Is a little bit less min-maxed. I have been playing on Nixi, but I've just not been getting any good weapons to drop for her at the moment. We did get the unique here though, so I decided to put it on. It is a pretty good one for our build because it does give us the extra attack damage as well. Get out of here, Tree Boy. Okay, we could be scooping up some more XP too. I don't know, I feel like the magnet proc from our jewel is just not really happening right now. Take that. Cooldown reduction. So we have this, right? It has a magnet at 9% chance. I don't feel like it's proccing off the nodes so much though. Maybe it's a little bugged, or maybe we're just getting unlucky because it is only a 9%, which is obviously not very high. We'll keep going here. We're getting closer towards the end here now. If you did make it this far into the video too, smash like and subscribe for me. Let me know what you're doing in Death Must Die at the moment, or if you're playing another roguelike or Bullet Heaven, or even if you're playing like Doom or something, let me know. I'm curious. I really want to try Doom. I haven't downloaded it yet. I got Game Pass at the moment, so I can just give it a try. Oh, we are super slow right here. Okay, cast to attack. We don't really have any cast damage, I don't think. Okay, we are getting debuffed to death here. Come on, Nixi, you can live. Oh, this is going to slow us down even more, isn't it? Okay, no, it gave me something. Okay, at least we can dash. Nope, we're debuffed again. All right. So I don't know, they did mention that they were going to tone down the crowd control stuff a bit. And it does feel like I'm not quite getting as many different ones stacked on top of each other now, which is good. I don't really know how much they changed it by, or if it's just more of an effect of the other changes they made. I'm not really too sure. Whoa, look at all the energy balls. Come on, go Nixi, go, 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 go. Oh, she moves so slow right now. It's a bit silly, man. You're just so slow. All right. Okay, let's keep going here. Yeah, got some pool area and XP. Yeah, so we did get the big boss damage shrine, which obviously is going to help you a lot versus the bosses. I do find this setup is pretty good, especially Lady of the Lake seemed to get melted relatively quickly in my test runs here. So we got a damage note too. We could hold on to it. We're still getting spammed by these energy blasts, so that's hilarious. Okay, see if we can make it through. Oh, we're slowed down. All right, let's just keep moving. We got to keep moving. Oh, no. Oh, Nixi. What are you doing, Nixi? Okay, let's take the attack damage. Nixi, go, go, go. Oh, no. Those energy blasts, man. They almost dinged us right there. That's hilarious. All right. This is what I'm saying, man. It's still not a free pass. The Darkness 100 is still not a free pass. You still have to think about how you're building your character. You still have to survive some of these more interesting and tricky procedural waves. I was going to say, there's our ding. All right, we got a minute left. Yes, some of these waves do get kind of crazy here with Nixi if you get totally surrounded, but we should have enough attack speed and stuff here to live. Okay, smash that skeleton right there. The other thing you could do is put more dash charges onto, or dash distance. It's not bad. Why don't we take it, huh? It might help us run away. Although we only got like less than a minute left here anyway, so we did end up using 2 of our revives in this particular run. That's okay. In my last test run, we used 1 revive, and previous to that, it was a bit up and down while I was speccing out the character. In the previous patch, this build kind of sucked. So I'm glad that it is viable now at least. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the lady. We'll just try to not let her take us out before we can get our poison stacks on her. Once she's poisoned, she'll just die pretty quickly here. So yeah, Sloth is pretty insane for these sorts of builds where it's focused on like a skill tree ability or like an ability that comes off a gear item, like what's it called, Black Lightning, for example. Let's go. We wrecked the... Alright, the Blind Wood. What's that? Oh, it's one for Meris? Is it? Yeah. Attack hits. Apply a stackable status that increases strike damage taken? Increases strike damage taken. That's taken from the enemies, right? Okay, we could do a Strike Meris build. It's interesting. Oh, we don't need it anymore, but, you know, we don't need to level up anymore. We ended at level 29, so Nixi, we could have got a little bit higher level, I think. In my previous run, we ended up about level 34 or something, so there's a bit of variation depending on, you know, depending on the RNG during a run. See our warped attack, we got up to level 16, did some decent damage. Poison Darts doing a lot of the damage. And Venom doing some extra DPS for us, which is really nice. There you go. So Nixi is pretty fun to use right now. The Poison Darts has always been one of my favorite of the Nixi setups. So if you guys enjoyed that one, consider hitting like and subscribe. I'll just quickly show you guys the other loot we got here. Nothing that crazy. 2 strike slots could be kind of interesting. Yeah, just the unique. Damage to barriers and bosses is alright. Alright guys, if you made it to the end of the video, smash like and subscribe for me. I'll catch you in the next one. I hope you all have a fantastic, amazing day. Wherever you are, take it easy.